Josie's been having a conversation with the kids over here.
They talking to me.
Yeah, they're talking to her.
I don't want
but in English.
Snub naman din.
In English.
Yeah, it's, the Holy Spirit.
I'm eating my Pokeball. I'm almost half there. Half done.
Easy. I will make a video with this. Just
let me move this down a little bit. There we go. What's Josie got over there? She got a hot dog. We got plenty of food today. Now she's making a video for Facebook Reel. Got my coffee. I asked her, what does she have new today? What's the topic that we're discussing?
it's about asking them where you from. Because they're looking at you and it's like they are kind of...
And they thought Canada?
No.
But because you said Camellia.
They asked us where do we live.
Mm-hmm.
They said Camellia. Then the kids say, my dad is in China.
Yeah,
but he talks Filipino.
But he's
no Filipino.
But he's Filipino. There.
But she meant working in China.
Yeah. Cool. The hot dog looks pretty good.
Look at that. See, this is so nice.
Supposed to be your merienda?
Yeah. Merienda or maybe
that's my meal.
Dinner na.
Well, you know what? I was thinking, I hate to get on the Trump wagon, but it's hard to get off the Trump wagon because every morning I wake up and I want to see what crazy thing he said today. Because no matter what it is, he's either accusing somebody, blasting somebody, or saying something that everybody knows could not possibly be true. No matter what it is. His Thanksgiving wish?
Yeah.
Nasty. I've never heard a president have such a mean, nasty, vindictive Thanksgiving wish. It's incredible.
Well, politics now in America is the same as politics here in the Philippines.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's the thing that irritates me. It's not a criticism of the Philippines, but it's just a fact. The Philippines has a long history of corruption, you know?
Yeah.
And right now, they're dealing with this flood control corruption thing. And they're saying, in some places, every single project in the area, billions of pesos, have just been wasted on substandard stuff or 30% kickbacks. So it's a gigantic issue. But here's the thing. I've always told you how the United States was different, right?
Yeah.
I told you how judges and juries are impartial. You know, It's not controlled by the president. The president doesn't tell them what to do and then they follow orders. But now, the United States is so much more like the Philippines, you know?
Yeah.
That you wonder, maybe the Philippines will surpass the U.S. in honesty. And even Trump, he will not discount the possibility of running for a third term. He says, well, what I read says I can't, but who knows? You know. What just galls me is, and disappoints me, is that the American people elected this guy. Most Americans aren't stupid. And I spent so many years in the United States, and just imagine that I'm now coming to the conclusion that I may really have been wrong about what's in a lot of Americans' hearts. You know?
Yeah.
I know we've not always been the good guys, around the world, but compared to a lot of nations, we certainly have been. And it's hard to admit that you are really wrong, that the United States does not wear the white hat.
Yeah.
It doesn't anymore. Even the stuff around Venezuela. The same things that were happening here, which I can't even go into,
Yeah.
In just the last number of years,
Yeah.
of which a certain person is waiting in prison for, that type of stuff is actually happening. The United States is doing. Look, they're shooting people, they're blasting people out of boats because they think they may be drug runners. And not only that, they blast the boat. They blast the boat, not in our waters, in Venezuela's waters. And then, when there's a few survivors hanging on what's left of the boat, they hit them again to kill them all. It amazes me that Americans could, tolerate that kind of moral irresponsibility.
Here, they already exposed who are the corrupt, who are not corrupt, but they still love the person or like the person that is really corrupt.
And how is that different than Trump getting elected twice?
That's why I'm telling you, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just exactly the same thing.
But before you told me it's not.
I know.
It wasn't.
I know. Well, I didn't think I was.
Everything is evolving.
I didn't think. Yeah.
Politics are evolving. People are evolving. Something like that.
The truth is evolving.
Yeah.
The truth used to be like a fact.
You got it right.
Now the truth is whatever social media you want to watch decides it is. And then that's your truth. So there is no real firm black and white. It's just whatever you choose to believe is your truth.
Ano kasi, it's a matter of spreading fake news. Then it's already in the mind of the people.
And you have always said, around election time here, you've always said they get loud.
Yeah.
Right? What did you mean by that?
So the people will always show them on television.
Yeah, they want to be in the news, good or
That's why
bad.
this hearing, nothing happened with this hearing, and then because it's only for exposed and exposing.
Well, I've been here long enough to see a lot of major issues come and go, right? I mean a lot of big issues that at the time, Senate hearings and a lot of bluster and a lot of fanfare, a lot of publicity, and then in a month or so, you just don't hear anything about it. And what happened? Nothing.
So I mean, only the ano lang aga, that barrel. There, but some of the senators there didn't vote. Only who's that? The woman. The pork barrel.
Yeah.
But the big name like Jingle Estrada didn't go to jail.
Okay, I didn't say anything about that. Right? I'm not naming any names. Anything is just Joseph's opinion. I can't speak on that, just generalities.
Later, what he said, so I don't want to be.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, like you said, everybody knows who they are. They're famous, right? They're famous for corruption, right? Whether it's families or whatever. Everybody knows. It's not a secret, And that's what I'm saying. it's getting to be like that in the U.S. Everybody knows. Everybody knows it's impossible for you to tell the
The
truth.
more you are in, the more your hot topic, the more you are on fake news gonna be fake.
Yeah, Trump's just like that. He's loud and proud 24 hours a day, and he insults everybody, which people call real, authentic.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just saying bad and liar.
Yeah.
Well, it's very embarrassing to see the U.S. go that way. But on a positive note, at the same time, he's saying, I have the highest numbers ever, and it would be nice if I could run again because I have the highest numbers ever. It turns out he has the lowest numbers ever, So, yeah, that's the way it is. But if you're his supporter, that's your truth. And anything to the contrary is fake news. Just like the employment statistics, things like that. You get bad news, you fire the person. And then you say what the real truth is. That all of that was fake. So, just like the Philippines, huh? Yeah. Sorry for, misguiding you all these years about the United States. Maybe it'll change back. Who knows? Another great political discussion at SNR and shopping comes to an end on the 1st of December. What is that? 24 days till Santa Claus gets here. He's come to town.